Hey everyone, my name's Ty. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, and I have just recently returned from Istanbul where I had a hair transplant at Cosmedica with Dr. Akar. Getting a hair transplant's been something I've wanted to do for a number of years as I was self-conscious about my receding hairline and a bit of thinning on top. So after doing some extensive research, I spoke to a number of different clinics. I settled on Cosmedica, mostly based on their reviews and Dr. Akar's reputation. But one thing I really liked is how responsive the staff and all of the team were at Cosmedica. They were there to answer any of my questions really promptly and help guide me through the whole process. So I went to Istanbul at the start of May, so it's just over a week now since I had the procedure. And originally they'd planned for me to have the procedure done over 2 days, but on day one they advised that they were going to do it all in one mega session, which was awesome. So day one does start very early. I was picked up from my hotel at around about 5:30 and then headed to the clinic where you have your consultation with Dr. Akar. And during that consultation, he also found a light patch on my crown that he said we might as well fill in while I was having this done. So that was awesome because I was unaware of it. And then after some tests and some photos and a couple of different things that they need to do before they get started, they also did offer to add on the upgrade of the PRP and the stem cell treatment. So I did add that on to my package as well. And then it was time to get started on the procedure. So all in all, the procedure took around about 6 hours, but to be honest with you, there was little to no discomfort whatsoever. I was even falling asleep during it, which was awesome. So I was back in my hotel room, bandaged up at around about 2:33 p.m. And then just spent the night in my room resting up. So, and then day two, headed back to the clinic to have my bandages removed and a bit of a cleanup. And then while you were there, one of the team also gives you a whole heap of products and supplements and goes through with you how to use them, how to take them. And then they also give you a video that explains it because there is a lot of information. And I've had to, go back to that a couple of times just to refresh my memory. And then on day three, I went back to Cosmedica and had my first wash, and then I was basically done. So headed back to Australia a couple of days later, and I've been home now for a couple of days, and yeah, it's just over sort of day 7, and I can already see that the transplant is moving along really nicely, and I'm really happy with the results so far. So if this is something that you're considering, I would highly recommend Cosmedica. Please reach out to the team. They're fantastic. Dr. Akar's amazing. And the only regret I've had during this whole process is that I didn't do it sooner. So I can't wait to see my results over the coming months, and yeah, can't wait to see the full results in the next 12 months. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and yeah, definitely get in contact with the team at Cosmedica. They're wonderful. Cheers.